What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Making Podcasts Great Again. I am your tech stuff guy, Jay Nog, and we are here, of course, with the President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Mr. President, are you staying warm? It's very cold here, Midwest, East Coast, these storms coming through. Or are you in Mar-a-Lago right now? What's going on?
I'm in Washington, D.C., very strongly and it's just, it warms my heart, even when it's cold, to know that the radical left has been so wrong on climate change. It's cold. In fact, it's extremely cold.
Yes, it's very cold right now. It's single digits in the Midwest right now. We got snow in New York here, everywhere from I know in Westchester we got about 4 or 5 inches, so but not 6, 7, just 4 or 5. Um,
I will
yes,
say this also, I think it's very important. Um, I got the note from the producer before the show, and I realized something just now
yes.
that's very sad that nobody's talking about, but it was actually a true story in the failing New York Times today. Barton, Melanoma's son, is actually a great admirer and has talked to Andrew Tate several times.
I saw that. I read that online that he did I think a podcast with Andrew Tate, and he's a big admirer of Andrew Tate.
You know,
It must
that's
make you proud.
so proud, so proud. And their conversations must be
Such a good
so
guy.
cool. He's a great guy. Oh, Barron Trump, I'm trying to talk to Barron Trump. That's how sort of Andrew Tate talks. He's got this weird accent you can't quite figure out. The girls and whores got treated like trash because girls and whores. And then Barron is like, yes, bro, I think they're so bad, bro. We gotta treat the women like terrible people, bro. So they're getting together very strong. I think it just shows that, Barron Trump, whatever, is that his name? Did I just say his name?
You did say his real name. My goodness. I mean, are you
I
uh
must be slick. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am losing my cognitive because I've never messed up his name. His name, Billy Barton, Brendan.
Bartholomew?
Yeah, whatever the point is, it's great to see him making friends with such high quality people like Andrew Taint.
Yes. Will Tate be coming to Mar-a-Lago for Christmas? Is he
Well,
allowed in the country?
I can get him into, he's perfectly allowed to come into the country while I'm president. And, it's sort of an interesting thing because, he used to do kickboxing.
Hmm.
And he said there's one box he wants to kick, and that's Roger Stone's wife, because he's heard it's the toughest box in the entire country. And he's, a very strong kickboxer. So I think it would be very, he loves beating women, for sport, not out of cruelty, just for fun.
It would
That's
be
the
a
difference. Excuse me, it's important you have a distinction. He abuses women for fun, which, it's like a game, which is different than obvious. It's like then for bad reasons, people do it's bad when other people do it, but he does it for fun. So it's kind of just fun, like a joke, like, comedy, like you can say things on stage, but if you did them in real life, it's bad. Like he attacks women, but in a fun way.
yeah, for good times.
Right. They all laugh about it. They humiliate her after, and
Hmm.
it's like, high five and everybody's okay, except the woman. But, somebody has to, a joke, somebody's
It,
feelings get hurt.
it's done with funny intent, and that's what's important.
It's the intent that it's, just like in the eye of the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Violent assault on women is in the eye of the assaulter. And wouldn't law be better? Wouldn't law be better if we did it that way instead of the, kind of woke way we do law now? But the point is, um, Bison Trump is just a tremendously up and coming new guy, and obviously he's getting great training between
Did
me.
you say Bison Trump?
Yeah,
M.
well, it's
Bison Trump from Street Fighter?
oh no, he's not from Street. No, he's not a Street Fighter, but he's maybe he's in Mortal Kombat. But he's the point is between me as a role model, not his father, but as a role model, and the Taint brothers, I think you're looking at a guy. He's going to be a tremendous young man.
Well, I'm looking forward to Christmas there um, with the Tate brothers. Happy Hanukkah,
Who?
Mr. President. Today is the
Which
first,
brothers?
the Tate brothers, you said.
Who are they?
The two brothers that Barton looks up to.
Oh, I didn't know who the. It's interesting. I never heard this before. What's the story? Trust me, I have strong cognitive, so I know
Yes.
I would know if I had heard this before.
Well, you know what? Maybe some role model boy time, and you could hear about his stories with him.
I bet you we could probably get Andrew Taint on the podcast as a bonus episode.
I would love to have Andrew Tate educate me about being a man.
Well, I'll text him. I'll text him if he's not choking a woman to death right now. I'm sure he'll answer the phone and tell me what to do.
Um, like I was saying, happy Hanukkah off that note. Happy Hanukkah. Did you speak to Ivanka? Did you send your grandkids Hanukkah gifts?
I send them what I send them is all we once had dreidels cast off of my member, if I can be gentle. So everyone in the family each year gets a Trump penis dreidel.
Ah, kids must love it. Kids must love it.
It's grandpa's fun. He's not woke, he's not PC.
I've never heard of anyone making their member into a dreidel.
Oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of cum. Oh, dreidel, 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 my grandkids want some bars, Hanukkah bars. That's a good title, Hanukkah bars.
Uh,
Wasn't that a show with what's her name? Hanukkah bars with who's the little blonde woman who's married to Dax Shepard? She was in a show called Hanukkah Bars.
Dak Shepard's wife.
Is she Kirsten or Kristen? Kristen Bell. She was in a show called Hanukkah Bars. Nope, they're saying it's Veronica Mars. Well, it sounds similar.
I think Hanukkah bars is better name.
Oh, that's why I do branding.
Uh, um, so did you see your grandchildren or FaceTime with them today? Wish them a happy Hanukkah or your
The only
daughter?
one I want to see, the only grandkid I have a special relationship with, Kai, Don Jr.'s oldest daughter. She's a golfer. She's turning into a hot young woman. So I have a special relationship with her.
Okay, just her. That's it.
I respect all my grandkids, but I think I only love her.
So, see, it's weird. It isn't like love automatic, but respect is earned. But
You know what? That's why we're a successful family. You get respect first, then you get love if you're lucky.
you must respect all of them. But love comes and goes from the family.
Kai is sort of, I've actually had to tell, I was looking through her sort of Instagram photos, and Ivanka said, "What are you doing, Daddy?" And I said, "Don't you worry, it's okay." And it was almost like Ivanka was getting jealous. And I said, "Ivanka, you're hotter than your niece.
Well, that's nice that you keep an eye on her and you want to make sure she's safe, of course.
And if she goes to New Orleans for spring break, you wanna, hey, Grandpa gave you some beads. You know what that means."
I hope Grandpa didn't give her any beads.
I know they were anal beads, so I wasn't trying to get her to flash me. That would be disgusting.
No, that would be very, very disgusting. So I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page on that one.
Total Christian.
Okay. I was a question. Have you ever like taken part in lighting Hanukkah candles with your daughter and their family?
Here's the thing that you have to understand, and I have great respect for Hanukkah as
Hmm.
well as Shaka Khan. Sometimes they spell it Shaka Khan. They put the C on, and it becomes Shaka Khan. And sometimes it becomes Wrath of Khan.
I've
And
never seen it spelled that way.
well, that was William Shatner in Star Trek was very strong in terms of Khan Wrath. It was I- my family understands that I have great respect for the Jewish people and the holidays, of course. But because we're still in the war on Christmas, I can't have divided loyalties. I have to be totally focused on Christmas. So I don't light any Hanukkah candles.
Okay. Understandable. Very understandable. Um, Former President Biden, so great news for him. He is writing a book about his presidency. I don't know if you knew this, and he got $10 million for his book. What are your thoughts on this?
Is it going to be, is it like a pop-up book where you get like a Biden drool and Hunter Biden's penis hitting you in the face when you open up the book? It's a disgrace. Nobody's going to buy his book. And by the way, Sleepy Joe's having a lot of trouble raising money for his so-called presidential library. Nobody wants a library of Sleepy Joe.
Hmm. Maybe
It's
that's
gonna.
the title, The Library of Sleepy Joe. Maybe Stone wants to put money into that.
It sounds like one of those 19-minute songs that like a folk singer would sing, like the library, Bob Dylan. Here's the library, Sleepy Joe. Nobody liked him 'cause he let guys go. And now he's got no library, Jack, because he ain't got no cash.
The Library of Sleepy Joe. And then there's a guitar riff for a good minute 30.
Yeah, yeah. His son had a computer and his fucking hookers. And Sleepy Joe fell off his bike in front of all the onlookers. And he couldn't remember in the debate. He said he was fighting Medicare and had to go to bed at 8 because he's old and needs his warm milk.
So it's not really a
Yeah,
song, it's just one of those rambling idea songs that just
that's
keep
that's
going.
that's a that's a Bob Dylan folk song.
Right, I like it. I like it. I
Library of
like it.
Sleepy Joe.
I love it. The Library of Sleepy.
Yeah.
So you don't think he deserves 10 million?
I don't think he deserves 10.
$10. Wow.
He's the worst president we've ever had.
I'm sure he's going to have someone helping him write this. I can't see him getting on his MacBook and typing this one out here.
Oh no, he's gonna drool, and they're gonna interpret the drool as Did you mean to drool on the B or the K?
Oh man, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe. Um, President, I know you've been getting a lot of heat for this, and you still, I don't know how you do it, but the Epstein files still not released. Any updates on that?
Never heard of them.
Never heard of the Epstein files. They've been going back and forth. Should release, not release.
You know what? As a Law and Order president, I have been too busy having sex with Alina Habba, who is very sad after losing her job as New Jersey U.S. attorney. So I am, they called Biden the healer in chief. I'm the healer in chief. It's called sexual healing. And Alina Habba Habba is, it's important that I comfort our great workers.
I know you're very busy. Did you happen to catch the Diddy doc on Netflix? Not the one that TMZ did, the one that 50 Cent did.
Not yet, but I do like it when he was dancing after Biggie died. And that's sort of like, that's what I did after they tried to shoot me in Butler. I wanted to do the Diddy dance at the Republican convention.
What are your thoughts on this? This is alleged in the documentary that in order to earn your spot and to get more um, in hip hop and in music, in order to get to that next level, you have to allegedly have a man enter you. What are your thoughts on this
Pence,
ritual?
Pence style.
If in the political system, it might be called in the music industry, it might be called Diddy style or take that, take that, take that. But yes, in the political system, it might be called Penn style. Yes.
Wouldn't that be a better song than Gangnam Style? Took it Pence style. Hey, Vice President. Oh,
Ouch!
whoa,
Ouch!
whoa. Oh, that's good. Okay. The Tech Stuff remix. That was actually a good remix. I would say that I've heard these rumors. Obviously, Jim Crow Records, my record label, doesn't have that as a rule. We are a totally non-man on man sex label. But Diddy was a strong business guy, and sometimes you want to have absolute loyalty. So that's a way to have loyalty.
What are your thoughts on? I can't see you being this kind of person for some reason, but drugging women, drugging people to
No, 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 no. Because it takes away the fun. You want the woman at full strength when you force yourself on her.
and full memory.
And then that's what you get the NDA for.
Exactly. Did
You
he's a
know,
poor businessman.
Diddy's business skills are very weak. He seemed like a strong business guy, but he was actually a weak business guy.
Well, you have to check out the doc. It is
I put it on my Queue.
yes, the footage that Mr. 50 Cent gets and how well done it is. I think it's an award-winning documentary. I mean, that's how there's no drag of it. It's very one of the better documentaries I've seen lately. So you have to definitely check it out. Very shocking. Diddy, not a good guy. Not a very good
Well, you know that the jury's out.
guy. Well, this jury is voting. Not a very good guy.
Every dick you take. Well, anyway, you know, he's still a friend. He's a good guy.
I like the remix for in memory of Biggie. Really remixed in a horrible way. Couple more things, Mr. President. I wanted to ask you, marijuana. I know you don't do drugs, you don't drink, and now you are reclassifying marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3. Why is this?
Uh, Schedule 3 is it's like less penalty now.
Yeah, Schedule 1, I think, is equivalent to like heroin, LSD, cocaine. Schedule 3 is much less.
I'll tell you why. It's because Barton and Andrew Tate want to smoke more marijuana.
So it's just for them you're making a Schedule 3. That is the nicest present that you can do for anyone.
Right,
That's
you
very
know what
nice.
they say? Happy son of your wife. Happy wife has no idea you're cheating on her because she's happy.
That should go on a t-shirt.
Well, we're selling those on hats. It's a lot of text, but we're selling them on baseball caps.
Goes around.
No, it fits all on the front. It's just a lot of small letters.
You can really stop someone for a minute to read their hat.
You know, that's the problem. That's the problem that we don't have. People don't stop and talk anymore. They just keep moving, and now they have to sit there and read your hat for 4 minutes.
So is your new thing of branding in order to put longer things on hats so people have to stop and talk and get to know each other?
Exactly. We have to build community tech stuff. We can't all be Diddy building community that way.
I hear you. I hear you. So Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. I heard also it's because hemp industry and also has to do with America making money. Can that be also why Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 as well? Hemp is very strong. You know that, right?
Hemp
You like
is,
strength.
well, I remember that Bobby Brown song, Hempin' Around. I was always a big fan of hemp ever since I heard that song.
How does it go again?
Get up off my sack. This bag isn't plastic. It is just hemping around.
I know it now. Now I know the song you're talking about. Thanks for reminding me. Hemping around, very good song. So yeah, so I think that's good for America. I don't think you're gonna see people who don't deserve to be in jail for smoking a joint are gonna be in jail anymore. So I think that's very good as well.
But we'll
Also,
find other reasons to throw them in jail, don't you worry.
I'm sure you will. Mr. President, just want to make an announcement also. Epi nominations. The Eppies have been announced. The Eppies are taking place on Tuesday, December 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Eppies, and right now on Patreon, you're part of the Patreon, you can help nominate Epi selections. So please go. Nominations right now. I will read them all off. We have nominations for um, best episode, best live show, best guest host, worst guest. There's only one, people. Best bars, best Trump friend, best fourth Mrs. Trump, and best title for an episode. So You can go on the Patreon if you're on the Patreon and send your nominations in. They will be listed a few days before for voting, and then you can vote for the Eppies, and you will hear the results again during the live Eppies for Perfect 10 members on December 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Mr. President, are you excited for the Eppies?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It really is. It really is. There's always so many upsets. Can your girl win for 5 times in a row? Was she a four-time Epi winner, I think? I mean, that would be amazing.
You know, I love the dominance, and I know this is the toughest year for her because you have Erica Kirk, obviously, who's, but also Erica Kirk may or may not be tainted by JD Vance, which would obviously
Yes.
destroy her chances. And you have Sydney Sweeney, obviously, a sort of unbelievable top tier. How great would it be if she was Sydney Sweeney Trump? But there's just you got to take the belt from the champion, and a four-time Epi winner in a row. Like the category, when she retires from being a tiny moronic skank, we might have to just name the award at like the Lauren Boebert Future Mrs. Trump Award.
I love it. Maybe Sydney Sweeney can show up. That would be awesome to have her show up for the Eppies.
Well, topless, I would assume.
Of course. Um, Hopefully, we may have some special guest for the Eppies. Um, Maybe Vice President J.D. Vance might come down for the Eppies. That would be pretty awesome. Um, be nice to see him. We haven't seen Sarah Big Huck Sanders in a while. I know she's really heading. She's got her nose down in the political game here. So
Yeah, she's the governor of Arkansas, so
yeah.
maybe she can take a break from that. Oh, is
Well,
that her calling me right now? Can you hear that? I think that's Big Huck.
oh my goodness.
That's tremendous. Okay, well, we'll get that later.
Okay. Mr. President, one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. I know you are a very busy man, and I wanted to talk to you. This People are saying a lot of this inclusivity that was put in by the Biden administration, you are reversing, comes to the national parks where you're reversing people going in free that day for certain days of the year, changing things up like that, changing things up with trying LGBTQ, messing with them. Um, and now, during your briefings at the White House, you don't want a sign language interpreter anymore at the briefings. Is it cramping your style? Please explain what's going on.
Well, here's the thing, okay? The sign language interpreter community used to be, they were very normal. Nobody remembers this, but many years ago, a sign language interpreter, they just would do this. And it was
Yes.
not in your, it was just very calm and it was very, and now they all make it about themselves. They're like popping and locking. They're doing dance moves. They're making facial expressions. They're showboating. It's called showboating sign language. And it's a big problem we have in the sign language world. And they're supposed to be listening to me and just focusing on the words, but they're trying to steal the spotlight. These are real showboating assholes. This new breed of sign language people, and we have to stop it because people will not get the message. They'll be too busy just looking at this person popping and locking, pantomiming, doing mime gestures, whatever the hell they're doing. It's got to stop. We're going to stop it. And it's horrible because out of the corner of your eye, I thought this one woman was going to attack me because she was getting so violent and sort of like using her hands and legs and just making big faces like she'd seen a ghost. And I said, no, no, no. What we want old school sign language people, not this nonsense they're doing now.
Kind of like if you're a lead singer in a band, you're the lead singer, you're doing the press conference here, and it's like the person who's supposed to be just playing like lead guitar
Oh no,
and
no,
just
no. They're not. No, no. That's a good point.
they're just doing like they're
Excuse me.
sliding on
Excuse
their
me.
knees in front. Okay, go.
Excuse me. When the president tells you you're making a good point, you shut the hell up. Not lead guitar. These are the bass players, okay? The least important. They're just boom, 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 boom. And imagine your bass player, and don't talk about Flea. I know you're going to bring up Flea and be like, Flea's a bass player and he's all over the place. Well, we don't like Flea. That's why we have Flea collars. But most bass players, you just stand there and you go bum, 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 bum. This is a sign language person is like a bass player going boom, 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 and then kicking over the amp and humping your girlfriend in the front row, all while still just going boom, 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 boom. It's totally reckless. It's bad for the band. It's bad for the country.
Uh, are we gonna you gonna get rid of your sign language people and then just have them taped and put it in post and just not have someone live?
Well, no, here's what we're going to do. You get ready for this. We're going to have a
Okay.
sign when we fire the sign language person.
Hmm.
I'm going to have them interpret their own firing. They won't know that I'm saying it, and you'll see. And I go, now that's when you can do a surprise face, you son of a bitch. Get out of here.
You're gonna have to sign sign their own firing.
Exactly. And then I think you'll see their mood and their faces and all their big gestures. I think they'll start to tone it down at that point when they realize they no longer have health benefits.
Uh, that would be very, very entertaining. Mr. President, I know you're very busy and you have
Thank you.
a
Thank you. Yes, very busy, strongly busy.
you have a deadline that you need to meet this evening. Um, just want to say nominations for the Eppies are up on the Patreon. Anyone who is a Patreon member can nominate any episode, like the categories I said just before. Um, they are, oh, they disappeared. Best episode, best live show, best guest host, best worst guest, best bars, best Trump friend, best fourth Mrs. Trump, and best title of an episode. They'll be December 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Only for perfect 10 members. So if you'd like to check it out, give yourself a little Christmas gift, a Hanukkah gift, a Kwanzaa gift, um, a New Year gift if you don't celebrate anything. And join the Patreon and join us for the Eppies on December 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Mr. President, any announcements that you have? The floor is yours.
Well, obviously, the people should check out Rotten Oranges. I reviewed two very woke films, Wicked for Good and Zootopia 2. Just an incredibly offensive woke, month of movies right now. Hey, everybody, it's JL. Thanks for listening. Hey, why don't just, if you haven't, give us a 5-star review. We haven't talked about that in a while. Let's get the algorithm liking the show again. If you haven't given it a 5-star review on either platform, do that. And then um, I am running for office still, and it's actually starting to pick up steam. And I would not lie to you about this. So if you get some Christmas money, if you got a bonus, anything, if you're an American citizen, you can donate to the campaign. We need money right now. I know that sounds vulgar, but it's just the truth because the more I get seen by the constituents, the better I'm doing, the more buzz. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not kidding about this, but we are at a major deficit in terms of funds compared to other candidates. And I don't need the money they have, but I need more money than I have to get what we need done. So if you're able to, go to donate2jl.com or jlfornj.com. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for listening to the show and thanks for any support you can give. And God help us all.